Mamacita, ¿dónde está Santa Claus? ¿Dónde está Santa Claus? And the toys that he will leave. Mamacita, oh, where is Santa Claus? I look for him because it's Christmas Eve. I know that I should be sleeping, but maybe he's not far away. So out of the window I'm peeping, hoping to see him in his sleigh. I hope he won't forget to crack his castanets and do his reindeer say.
Jomboy Jake Radio! Ole, ole! I didn't know a good time when to come in on this song, so I just blew it, I think. This is Augie Rios singing about Donde está Santa Claus, which, Jake, in Spanish, that means, where's that guy Santa Claus? And he knows that he should be the sleeping, but maybe he's not far away. This is one of my favorite Christmas songs, and I was really looking forward to playing this, but I thought Tuesday is Death Day, so then I had to do the unfortunate Google where I'm Googling whether to see this little kid that's singing the song is alive or not, hoping he's dead so I can play the song on Tuesday. Turns out he is dead, but no one really knows how or why. And welcome to the show.
Spoiler.
You like that song?
Augie Rios dead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not even really confirmed. I just typed in Augie Rios, and one of the autofills was like, singer dead. So, the next one down is singer still alive. So, who knows?
So Augie Rios may not be dead.
He could be well alive.
He may be the first alive artist
to be featured on Dead Day. But it was recorded in 1958, so he's not a kid anymore, for sure, unless he's got that disease where he's a kid all the time.
Yeah, totally not a kid anymore. That's a good catch.
Yeah.
So that still plays.
Uh-huh. You like, would you be interested in listening to other songs by him?
Yeah. Why not?
Real? Okay. Test it out. Where's that rank on your Christmas? Where's that rank on your Christmas songs?
You're not. You don't want to hear any more Augie Rios.
Listen, that's my favorite Christmas song for like 10 years now. I've never listened to another Augie Rios song, so I think proof's in the pudding. I don't want to listen to another one.
Maybe you're missing out on a whole world, man.
I'm going to Google another Augie Rios song right now, but you tell me where that song, Donde Está Santa Claus, fits in your Christmas songs ranking. Like it, dislike it, totally indifferent, like it, but don't care.
I think 95% of my life is like it, don't care.
That's why I gave you that option, because I like.
If you didn't, I wasn't going to answer.
I know how to play the game. Okay, look. He has another song called Old Fatso, so we should both relate to this nicely. Old Fatso by Augie Rios. Here we go.
Don't care who you are, old Fatso, get those reindeer off the roof. Don't care who you are, old Fatso, get those reindeer off the roof. No, you can't fool me because there ain't no Santa Claus. There ain't no Santa Claus when I got proof.
Jeez, Augie Rios' coming of age was tough. One year he's singing Donde Está Santa Claus? Where is he, Mom? I want him. Maybe he's close. He's going to put presents on the tree. And then the next year he's singing, I don't care who you are, old fatso, get your reindeer off my roof. Santa Claus isn't real, old fatso, get your reindeer off my roof. This is why you never listen to more than one Augie Rios song, Jake. I just watched a little boy's dreams get crushed.
Yeah, this is why I don't listen to a lot of Augie Rios, to be honest.
That was brutal.
Sorry. Life's tough. Wear a helmet.
Should I get that clip in here, that Boy Meets World clip?
If you want.
How was your Monday?
Stop you.
How was your Monday, and how is your Tuesday thus far, which is your least favorite day of the week? Dead week.
It's awful. Body and brain just didn't want to get up. Still don't. Yeah, Yesterday was fine. Hung around a little bit. I was taking care of my Jays. You and I did some laughs from the past. And then before that, I was dropping Jess, the lady, off at a junior league meeting. They were having a Christmas soiree gathering thing. So I was just taking care of my girls last night and watching the Knicks get crushed. How was your night?
It's good. Dinner. Hung out with my little nephew Ike. He's cute.
Nice family dinner.
Family dinner. We did record laughs from the past. I just listened to it, a little bit of it today. Every time we record an episode, I think that was terrible, and then I listen to it, and then I think, I like ourselves. But I gave you the nickname Four Bullet Hole Butt Jake.
Yeah, there's no butthole, but I'm glad you went there.
I know. I corrected myself. 4 bullet hole.
I still went there.
4 bullet hole butt Jake.
Yeah. Most people call me just 4 bullet hole, but you find it necessary to add the butt. Because
we're saying your butt is so big and bubbleacious that a bullet can go through one cheek and then the next, leaving 4 holes with 1 bullet.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
man.
Exciting news.
Something like that.
Everyone enjoy your bad day.
Tuesday.
Augie
Nothing
Rios.
I say should be important to anyone.
Augie Rios found out Santa wasn't real on a Tuesday. Fact.
Yeah, well, that's a fucking bummer of a second song by Augie Rios.
Sorry about it.
Just being so mean to Santa Claus. Who wrote that song and made a 9-year-old kid sing it? It was terrible.
He was 12.
Well, we don't know what age range they're using.
Like, what's that mean?
Could be a different whole age range that another place uses.
A different old age range, huh?
Back in the day, Italians were 1 when they were born. Well, that's true, though.
That's true.
Yeah, they were 1 when they were born.
Right.
Like 2. Because they were like, why would you be 0 years old? That doesn't make sense. It's like, no, you count the months.
When was the day, though, when you say back in the day?
When my Italian, my mom's cousin came to visit her because they were born on the same year, but my mom's cousin would say she was a year older because they counted differently. So 70s, or they were born in the 60s. So at least then. You want to go into sports, or you got any more updates?
What else you need? What else you want an update on, bud?
I don't know. I just want. I didn't know if. I don't know. I didn't want to tell me any more about how bad your Tuesday was so far.
Yeah, I don't know.
This seems like a Tuesday that's really getting you more than other.
Oh, yeah. It's close to the holidays. The holidays are always the toughest on the chat. And, there's nothing you can do in this life or the next. Ask Augie Rios.
What time are we at? 10 minutes. Nothing you can do in this life or the next. That's going to be your new sound clip for Tuesdays.
Nice.
I got Big Baby David's coming over today to help me work on some stuff. Maybe I'll have him clip that sound.
It's nice.
Looks like we're at 10 minutes in. Jake with a sad quote. Now it's noted. We'll chop that up. I'm going to pass it down the line. Hey, chop this up, kid. That's how I talk to David all day. That'd be rude.
I'd like that.
All right, let's go into the tri-state area sports update. We got a good one today. The Yankees have given CC Sabathia the $500,000 bonus he lost out on at the end of last season when he plunked a Ray in retaliation for them being dipshits to his battery mate Austin Romine. The Woodstown High girls basketball team lost to Clearview by a score of 66-12. The Wolverines scored 1 point in the first quarter, 2 points in the second quarter, 3 in the third, and a whopping 6 points in the fourth and final quarter. Aladi Gaffney sank 3 of the 4 made field goals for Woodstown. The New York Knicks lost bad to the Phoenix Suns by 18 points. Moutier went for 32 points. Ennis Cantor had a weak double-double. And Frank played good defense, I guess, because he didn't do much of anything else. Zing! Kelly Slater lost his board in a barrel, did a somersault, and then landed back on his previously lost board, all while getting pitted in the barrel. And the New Jersey Devils did something involving one of their goalies. A lot of tri-state news.
Who's Ray?
Ray?
When he
plunked
plunked Ray.
He plunked a Ray.
Which Ray?
That's for the reader and listener to decide. Was it a stingray? Was it my ex-grandma's boyfriend named Ray, whose name was actually Saul? We went by Ray because he hated Jews, even though he was a Jew. Is it Ray Romano? Is it Ray from down the block? Who did CC hit? I can't give all the answers here, Jake.
Is Ray Romano the most famous Ray of all time? No, Ray Charles.
Yeah, Ray Charles. Okay. Don't throw a fun Google search my way like this. Most famous Ray.
Ray Lewis, but sports isn't really as popular as my brain thinks it is.
I don't think it's Ray Lewis. Ray Charles, I think, is your best bet right now.
Yeah, I think it's Ray Charles, and then probably Ray Romano, right?
Yeah, I think so.
How about that?
How about that? Ray J, because Kardashians are so big.
Interesting.
I think that's actually in there.
Do you think Ray J? I mean, Ray Lewis does TV stuff now. He's done TV stuff for a while. And he was famous because he kind of murdered someone.
Yeah. Infamous.
So he might be 3.
Okay.
Ray Allen.
We've narrowed it down. Nah,
Most
Ray
NBA
Allen.
3-pointers.
No one cares about Ray Allen.
Okay.
Maybe 10 years
You're
ago he was
wrong.
up there. He's faded. He's faded out of the world.
He's faded.
He's faded.
But we all fade out of the world, Jim.
Oh, we're at 1340. Okay. Another sad Jake quote. 1340. Got it down.
Tuesday's gone with the wind.
What about this? What about Cece getting his bonus? You like that?
Yeah, ha 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 ha, stinky boo boo, poo poo on your doo doo. That's I've been telling you, man.
You did call that. You said they were going to give it to him anyway.
Yeah, it just makes so much sense. Like, why would you, veteran Hall of Famer on your team, gets ejected for doing one of the few cool things in baseball that like the kids would be into?
And he stands, and it's everything about it was he stood up for his teammates, stood up for playing baseball the right way.
Yeah.
Was I adamantly against it when you said this, or did I just say I didn't think they were going to do it?
I wouldn't say adamant. I just think you were like, no, dude. Why would a team just give $500,000 when they don't have to?
I still kind of think
fair.
That. Yeah.
So
that's like
that's why
Judge's
we're Yankees
salary.
fans, Jim.
Yeah. You got anything about Kelly Slater getting pitted?
Ray Romano's not doing that. Did you see the video? The video of that was kind of cool.
It was really cool.
It's totally pitted.
Boss's board came up on the board again. How about this Woodston High girls basketball game?
I've shown you the surfer that looked like me, right?
There's a surfer out there that looks like you. You don't give off a surfer vibe at all.
Oh, I know.
If I Google surfer that looks like Jake Storielli,
you're not gonna get good results. Dude, you remember Stebbs from college, the terrible one?
Yeah, I remember Stebbs.
He terrible one was his own nickname, by the way, if you're listening.
It's a good self nickname.
Good self nickname. Yeah, I used to DM him like once every 2 years because one day he like just full light bulb went off. He's like, dude, you look like this Australian surfer. And I was like, cool, man. I'll take that. I've gotten called a lot worse. And then he did like the look it up, and the guy looks a ton like me.
So if I Google ugly Australian surfer, is it going to come up?
I don't know about ugly, maybe short. But I feel like most surfers are short. I think Kelly Slater's a freak. I think he's like one of those like everything's double jointed type people. I think that helps him somehow. I don't know.
Cooper Chapman. You think that was his name?
Mamacita.
¿Dónde está Santa Claus? I don't think it's Cooper Chapman. But what do you got on the girls' basketball game? If you were a dad at this game, and your daughters, Charlie and Daisy Baldwin, play for Woodstown High girls basketball, and it's halftime, and the score is 44-3, and your girls have combined for one free throw each.
Right.
Are you just faking phone calls? Or like, what are you doing if you're a dad at the Woodstown versus Clearview basketball game that took place yesterday?
So my girls lost.
Oh yeah, dude. They lost 66-12.
Yeah.
At halftime, it was 44-3.
Well, I mean, Clearview's good, and you know that coming in.
Gonna be a
So you
tough
just
game.
tell your girls, head down. It's a lesson. And you're gonna have to work for it if you want to get on Woodstown High's level. So it's a good lesson in, kind of keeping yourself in check and, upcoming hard work.
Yeah. I mean, they have Bella.
Drunk or high
Yeah, you got to be drunk.
in the stands.
Bella on Clearview went for 25 points. So congrats to Bella.
It's pretty good. Do you want to talk about what you're doing right now, or you just want to let it ride?
I'm not making up anything.
I know you're not making up anything.
I'm just giving the tri-state news.
Okay. Never said you were making up anything.
Okay. Well, I told you last night that I was going to make up high school sports because there was no tri-state news. So I just want you to know that I diverted from that plan. I'm giving real tri-state news. Woodstown High girls lost to Clearview.
Oh, I didn't even realize last night you said you were going to make stuff up. I knew you were going to get in the teeth of real news because you think that's a good thing to report.
Well, when the tri-state news is slow, then
what are you talking about? This last bit at the end, the Devils did something with their goalie? With a goalie?
Yeah, David's here now. Say hi.
That's a hot take.
Oh, we got a live here too.
I will not say hi to David.
He's not going to say hi to you. He's got a nice starter jacket on. The Devils did something with their goalie. I don't know. David, do you know?
No.
He doesn't know. Devils.
David, shut up.
Devils goalie. I think they put a goalie on injured reserve. Corey Schneider's on injured reserve.
That was the something? That's Tuesday.
That's what I told you. That's why I had to make up a story. That's why I didn't say.
Jim,
what the Devils did.
the more you fight Tuesday, the stronger it gets.
Everyone
Okay.
enjoy your bad day.
Okay.
David just sneezed out his butt.
No, he coughed. He said he coughed, and it actually sounded like Jake sucks.
Oh.
All right, let's move on to the national news.
Jim.
What?
The
Oh yeah, the Knicks.
Oh my! You cover the Woodstown High girl basketball team losing to Clearview, but you don't cover the second best tri-state area team, the Knicks.
Phoenix Suns. They beat them.
Yeah.
How about is Moutier officially better than Frank? Like, is the talking Knicks crew Moutier over Frank?
Oh, I mean, Moutier right now is better than Frank. Absolutely. The point is, where will Frank be in 3 years?
Frank.
That's the head start Moutier has on him.
The whole way I watch the Knicks, and if you listen to Jomboy and Jake Radio, you know this, is I just look at the box score and see what Frank did. He had a bad game again. Like, what does Frank do?
Yeah, he had a couple good ones. He has a couple bad ones. He loses his confidence. He loses his shot. Jimmy, I mean, the bigger story, Moutier has been playing well, which is half cool, half bad, because, like, if the Knicks do buy into him, his cap or his capabilities are probably a top 25 point guard, which ain't good, but we got him. Jimmy, more fun after the game. Last year, the Suns and Knickerbockers, your boy Cantor talked some junk and he took a picture of Devin Booker on the Suns and said, "Hold that L, young fella," because they beat the Suns and Booker was talking junk.
Ennis did that last time.
And then, so then the Suns win, and Booker retweeted that with a comment that was in quotes that said "pick and roll at 00 every time."
Ooh, I don't like Ennis Cantor because of shit like this.
Yes.
He so easily makes himself look like a fool when he doesn't have to. And he thinks he's coming off like he's looking like a badass.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be funny to see when he hits free agency. I don't know if a team will pay him, but yeah, Cantor got a dose of his medicine last night, Jim.
If the MLB and the Yankees like didn't reel Clint in, that's what Cantor is.
Ooh, I don't hate the comparison. Yeah.
What do you think about that comparison?
It's not horrible.
Not horrible.
I think Clint would be worse.
Clint would be worse. I think Clint wouldn't be that as cocky.
Dave's still talking out his butt.
He can't hear you because I have headphones on.
I know, but I guess Clint still has like the capability to be good and like an all-star.
Oh yeah, really, really good. Cantor doesn't.
Like Cantor, can't be good. His defense is so bad. He could have a 20-20 game on offense, and he's arguably not a plus player.
Well, that's fine because then you got Frank, whose defense is good, but he doesn't do anything offensively.
He had a couple good games recently.
Now you just have two guys that balance each other out, and it's like, hey, why we'll just have one guy in these two spots. That'll be a good basketball.
And they'll make a romantic comedy out of it.
Let's bring the national news.
Yeah. Hot stove, get your hot stove. The Houston Trastros signed Michael Brantley from the Cleveland Indians. 2 years, about 16 per, Jim. Could be a good add to that lineup. Good lefty contact hitter. Also gets hurt a lot. We'll see how that plays out for him. He's off the table for your Yankees and every other team. The New Orleans Saints beat the Carolina Panthers in what you called a barn burner, Jim, but it was actually kind of a tough game. 12-9 finish. There was a 2-point conversion that swayed the money in Vegas because Breeze threw an interception, so the other team took it the other way to the house. That changed hands with money. What? Changed money with hands? The Oreos, first reported by John Mioli. That's not true, but he's my friend. Brandon Hyde from Los Cubs. So your Orioles have a manager, big baseball podcast. And Jimmy, finishing with manager news, breaking this morning, Jose Mourinho fired from Manchester United. And this is the music. Okay.
Nice update. I'm laughing at the joke I did last night. I can't stop. How come you didn't read it? The thing I put here for you to read.
Oh, yeah. The national news story I missed was that, again, Jim... I'll just say one of the producers put down on my sheet was injuries and a rare illness kept Courtney Gano off the field for long and painful stretches at Washington. Now she's on the U.S. roster for the Japan Cup.
That's national news?
Technically national news, yeah.
The producer copy and pasted it from news.com.
News.com?
Yeah. Hey,
the website?
I'm sure news.com is a website. I can't not be a website. Anything comes up, like, no one owns this shit. I think every word is a website.
It goes to cnet.com/news. So, no, I don't think news.com is a website, but it has a forward.
Yeah, so someone bought it.
Do you know what sport Courtney Gano plays?
Soccer?
Nope.
Do you know what sport Courtney Gano plays?
idea.
No. What'd she play?
Softball.
Oh,
She's a catcher.
now I like her even more. Gano.
Gano.
So next time the producer puts national news, just don't leave them out.
I wonder if she's related to Graham Gano.
No, they spell it different.
No, they don't.
Okay. I was taking a guess. All right. With the Astros signed Michael Brantley, which is good news for our agent friend because he represents Michael Brantley.
Well, you can't say that.
That was something he told us not to say. Yeah.
But I think now that he's signed, we could probably say it.
Yeah. I think it was just while the things were ongoing.
That's good. What do agents get? 5%? 10%?
I think 10% is the normal thing for agents, but he represented half of Michael Brantley. He only represented the defensive side of Michael Brantley, not the offensive side. So it depends how much the money contract splits. I don't know what the Astros paid per defense, per offense.
Yeah, I mean that's clearly a fib. But
how did you know that was clearly a lie?
our buddy just got some coin, huh?
Yeah, I think he did. It was nice.
Good for
It's a good
him.
signing by the Astros. Would they have rather re-signed the racist dude Marwin?
Ooh.
Not really the racist dude. He
It was
did a racist
Gurriel,
thing.
yeah, but I always confuse them too. Marwin's good.
They both have dumb hair, right?
Kind of.
It was a real tough segment for all of them, calling them
It's
racist.
subtle
dumb
racism.
hair.
It's what it is.
Well, it's because they're all obsessed with anime, so they all have the anime hair, and then they do the racist thing to Yu Darvish, and it's like, dude, you're emulating my entire culture while making fun of me. What's your deal?
Whoa.
I think that's a real article I read.
Yeah, I could see that. But again, Gurriel, the bad guy, Marwin Gonzalez hasn't done anything bad. But dude, Brantley's low key a really solid baseball player. He's 5th in batting average last year. He's got some cool advanced stats. Like he was the third best at making contact in baseball when he swung or something like that. Kind of a throwback player. He only had 60 strikeouts in 143 games last year. If he's healthy, he's like a big ad for Houston, and they needed some left-handed hitting too. So good for them. He sometimes has trouble staying on the field. 2016, 11 games. 2017, 90 games. Last year he played $143 though. So if you're Houston, you're probably kind of happy.
This makes the Gardner. This makes the might be too much baseball for Jomboy and Jake Radio. This makes the McCutchen deal kind of weird. Like McCutchen got 3 years, $50 million, and this makes the Gardner deal look great. It makes the McCutch deal look bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Brandon should have got more than Kutch.
Kind of. I mean, it becomes the injury thing. Like McCutchen's been healthy every season. Wow. McCutchen's impressive. McCutchen's never had a season since 2010. 2009 was his rookie year. McCutchen's never had a season with less than 146 games. And if you take the one season was 146 in 2014, if you take that out, they're all 153 and up. So McCutchen plays. So I think you're paying for that a little bit. And McCutchen kind of reworked things where he was like, wait, people just care if you get on base now? So McCutchen just started walking every play, and he gets on base. So I think you're kind of right, but I think the contracts are pretty similar. McCutchen gets the extra year because he's been healthy.
All right, fine. Makes sense. Not bad.
Sports.
Still makes the Gardner deal look like really nice.
Yeah, kind of. Depends how Uncle Brett plays.
Well, that's how most deals get looked at.
Kind of.
Did you watch the Saints-Panthers game? I didn't watch a second of it.
I did. I was catching parts of it. I don't know. I think the big takeaway Jim, this was fantasy football playoffs week, and like not a lot of people did the good. So that was just the gossip on the Twitter machine that it was a sloppy fantasy football playoff week.
I thought the Saints were good, and I thought Scam Newton was taking the Panthers down in flames with them. So why was this a close game?
Yeah, I think the rumor is that Scam's hurt, and like it's one of the visible hurts. Like there's a couple throws that he just like goes to make, and it's not. There's a clear difference between being inaccurate and like throwing it, being hurt, and being like, "What was that?" And he had a couple. He had a couple of those.
Who's the most clear? If I tell you, remember when that guy played hurt and it was very obvious he was hurt? Who comes to mind?
Byron Leftwich at Marshall.
Oh, that's a good call.
That's a great call.
RG3 in that playoff game when his legs was like a rubber band and they just kept throwing him out there.
Yeah, that's up there.
That was messed up. And then Jeter in the playoffs when he was just like couldn't even walk.
Who?
Derek Jeter. Derek Sanderson Jeter from Kalamazoo.
DSJ. So yeah, Saints win. Yeah, it's kind of weird with the Saints. The Saints and the Rams, who have been kind of the best offenses in football, have been sputtering the past couple weeks, Jim. That's something.
Who cares?
Hey, an NFL divisional game, you get the win and get out of there, right, buddy?
You say so.
Right, buddy?
You got anything else? 3 seconds. Anything else for national news?
Can you believe Mourinho got sacked?
I called it. It's halftime. We have one viewer on the internet, live viewer. I'm going to do them live now if anyone wants to watch them as we record at their office. And also we have one viewer in person. Big Baby David's here.
Mourinho was shocked.
Who's Mourinho?
He was Man U's coach. He got sacked, Jim.
Oh. I love in England they use the term sacked.
Yeah.
It's so much. I mean, maybe it's just because it's unique to my brain, so that's why it sounds cooler than fired. I wonder if people from the UK are like, yo, I love how they say fired over there in the States.
Jose Mourinho's got a bad coach face.
But sacked, when they put the headlines in the newspaper and it's just really big and it just says sacked.
Yeah.
That's good newspaper.
Like if that's all that's going on one page of a newspaper, yes.
Yes. But like fired doesn't have the same effect on me.
I wonder if over there they like fired more because they see sacked more.
Yeah, I wonder. That's a good thought by you.
We wonder.
We wonder. I wonder. I wonder all the time. Why wonder? Halftime show.
What's David doing? Just watching you talk?
Yeah, he's just hanging out watching. But he can't hear you. I
know.
We got to finish this, then I can help out.
Dream.
Then we can start working on stuff.
No.
Yeah. All right. Here's a halftime show.
Thank you for listening to the first half of Jomboy and Jake Radio. Now we've got a special treat of a halftime show. Jake is going to name as many colors as he can in 10 seconds. Jake, are you ready?
Yes.
Timer set. On your mark. Get set. Go.
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, maroon, dark maroon.
Beep, 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 beep.
5.
Good job, Jake. A bunch of colors and a band at the end. Back to the show.
It's a dark maroon.
Where are you getting these?
I went to halftime.com and just picked up some halftime shows.
Colors are tougher than you think. I think I just went in with the full rainbow approach.
You landed on maroon, dark maroon, maroon 5.
Well, you blew an early whistle. I don't think that was 10 seconds.
No. It was refs discrimination. It was soccer rules.
Yeah, exactly. You're making my point.
So maybe it was early, maybe it wasn't. But it was illegal. It was legal for me to blow an early whistle.
Okay. Well, you were given.
Just did it. Just did it again. Prove my point.
I read the news today, oh boy, and the news was rather sad, but I just had to laugh.
I know it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
A Missouri judge has ordered a poacher to repeatedly watch Bambi in jail to atone for his crimes. Saturn is losing its rings and at worst case scenario rate. A Southwest passenger says she was forced to leave her pet fish at the Denver airport. And after a bloodbath, the National Zoo's naked mole rats finally chose their queen. A teacher was also arrested after professing her love for a 13-year-old student. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Man, these are all over the board today.
Yeah. Well, what's your favorite one? I feel like we have the same favorite here.
Well, I mean, trying to keep this professional, I think I'd start with the Denver story.
Because you're in Denver?
I know that's not the favorite, yeah. But I think that's a quick hitter, so I think we talk about it.
We'll ease into it, the Denver story. The quote from Alanis Powless.
Yeah.
A terrible name. Yes, it's a fish, I know. But dang, it was my pet. And just because it wasn't a cat or a dog, it wasn't important. It's heartbreaking. There's like an interview with her at a park bench.
She's kind of like a young girl, too. Is this sad?
No. She's not like a young girl. She's probably in her mid-20s.
How can you tell?
I saw the picture of her.
I know. I'm looking at the picture of her, too.
Okay, you tell me she's 16 and I believe it.
Right? So now look at the jump.
Wait.
So what if we're getting old and $16 is actually 12 now? Now we're stealing 12-year-old pets?
She's a college student.
Where does it say that? Oh, University of Colorado. So she's a sophomore. So she's what, 19? Okay, yeah.
19
get
or
your
20.
fish out of here.
Yeah. Just don't bring your fish on the plane.
Know that you can't bring your fish with you.
Although the Transportation Security Administration website says live fish are allowed on planes as carry-on luggage, Southwest employees told Palace only small cats and dogs that fit in an underseat are allowed. Well, that seems a little messed up.
Yeah, seems like we got some contradiction there. And Jim, I mean, we get disconnected. But you're normally if you're staying at the dorm rooms, they make you clean out you can't leave live fish over the break. So this could have been her fish for her, sophomore year of college, close bond. And they're like, oh, you can't, leave your fish here over break. So she was like, okay, I'll bring the fish that I love that's gotten me through the toughest time in my life back home with me. And then they got to the airport and they said, hey, kill it.
Flush that fish down before we leave.
Kill your only
down.
friend.
I got a question. Are fish the most replaceable animal?
Ooh.
Like, she can buy another fish and nothing changes. Because you don't really have a relationship with the fish.
Yeah,
fish
I guess that's
like.
I don't know enough about fish. I don't know if fish can show any endearing things to you. Maybe that's part of the appeal of fish.
What's that mean? Well, can you ask him about there? I'm being told my electricity is going to go out.
Okay.
Seems like that's not how it works. Seems like I should be able to say, no, I'm working. Can you not make the electricity go out?
Tough. Interesting.
Hey, tough love. Tough love. This girl to flush her fish. I gotta just lose the electricity in a second.
Yeah. How does it feel?
I don't. Yeah, it feels wrong. I feel like I'm being wronged, but I don't care about this girl's fish. Well, let's get to the good story. The mole rats chose their queen.
Yeah.
After a bloodbath.
If this didn't say bloodbath, you don't like this story.
No way, man. The naked mole rats chose their queen?
Oh my God.
I have to know how. And now they let me know a bloodbath was involved.
Have you clicked this link?
I'd love this link's awesome. In case you've been living under a rock, let us catch you up.
Go fuck yourself.
No,
Zoom.
Jake. Apparently, we've been living under a rock because we don't know. The small mammal house at the Smithsonian National Zoo is home to a colony of naked mole rats, and for the last several months, they've been engaged in a quiet but brutal battle for political supremacy. Naked mole rats are one of just two eusocial mammalian species which means they live much like colonies of bees or ants. One queen reigns supreme over anybody else, and must fight and kill her for their own shot at rulership. Only the queen is allowed to reproduce, and her subjects are assigned roles as she sees fit. Mole rats go hard. I never knew this. That's crazy.
Jim,
Man,
I think I have bad news.
what's your bad news? You're out?
I hate the person that wrote this.
I mean, this is their time to shine.
Natalie Delgado.
You said that name wrong.
Oh, you never say a name wrong.
Never once.
Okay, so yeah,
So
she
the
says
queen mole rat.
she says it's a bloodbath. How many deaths do you think construes a bloodbath?
How many
Constitutes.
deaths? How many deaths constitutes a bloodbath?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it can be 0 deaths, but there's got to be a lot of lost blood.
Okay.
Like if no one dies, but they're all come back just bloody and scraped up, you're like, whoa, that was a bloodbath.
So they transported 17 adult mole rats, and there's 13 left. So I mean,
4 died?
4 died.
Out of 17? That sounds like a bloodbath.
I mean, we're talking about transporting mole rats. I feel like there's an expected death period. I don't know. Bloodbath seems dramatic. I think the bigger story here is just how nuts individual animals are, including, and Jimmy, okay, so third paragraph from the bottom. This was written by a hipster.
Yeah.
Kern says that R, and then R is crossed out, and it says their queen.
Yeah.
That's the whole vibe throughout this article.
If Kern works in the mole rat lat, then that mole rat is his queen.
Yeah, and I think the only other important line was that the queen is the only mole rat that's allowed to reproduce. So the other females in the colonies and male aren't allowed to reproduce. And experts aren't sure how the queen controls that. So just like think about that. Jim's paralyzed. Analysis paralysis.
He left as soon as I came in here. All right, what's up?
All right.
Did you stop recording?
No,
Nice, me neither. How stupid is that?
it's pretty stupid.
It's like, just wait though, because my house and stuff. And I wonder if, fuck, if I save this video. Well, we're alive that whole time. Yeah, it didn't save. Nice, nice. The whole video aspect of this didn't save.
Nice.
Things are good.
Just like you drew it up.
What dumb? We're gonna turn your power off. Can you wait a second? Because I'm working. No. Well, I think you can because my house and shit.
Good job, Dave.
All right. Well, I think this is like all live. The one day I decide, I literally said, "Hey, we can just throw it live on YouTube because we never have interruptions or anything." Power goes out, turned off. Well, Jake, where were we?
I was talking about how beautiful it was, how awful it is that the naked mole rat queen controls the fact that none of the other lady mole rats are allowed to reproduce.
It does seem fucked up. And I was reading in that article that the lady mole rat, the queen, just like is just a revolving door of sex and birth.
Yeah. They're the only one that can give life.
Yeah. It actually sounds exhausting to be queen. How will you ever have time to make sure the colony's got enough food, that punishments are doled out if you're just constantly, fucking and birthing more other mole rats?
The dream, creating your own society.
Yeah. Do you have any other?
They are their god.
You care about Saturn losing its rings?
I might. What's it mean? I always get lost in the science stories.
I am out on all things space. So I don't even care about Saturn. Like they already took Pluto away from us. So I'm supposed to care about fucking Saturn's rings? You know what I'm saying?
The rings are being pulled into Saturn by gravity as a dusty rain of ice particles under the influence of Saturn's magnetic field. So, I mean, if that doesn't tell you the whole story, then I just don't know.
Yeah. Is there anything else? The judge is making the poacher watch Bambi. I'm sure that's going to teach him a lesson.
Yeah. I mean, it says repeatedly. Are we talking days, weeks, or month, or your year? Because don't kill any deer.
Repeatedly watch Bambi makes me think that it's on in his cell on repeat.
Yeah.
But I think other people are going to get jealous of that. Eventually, you start watching Bambi in a whole new light. You probably start doing things. You just get obsessed with characters. You become part of the Bambi world. That sucks.
The deers were killed for their heads with their bodies left to rot. Back to you, Jim.
Oh, man.
Jake!
Oh,
Jake!
man.
Are you crazy?
I didn't want to hit that one. I wanted to hit this one. Because it was better if I hit that one right away. Rookie
right.
with the soundboard. Tuesday, what's worse? Do we have a noise for this?
What's worse Tuesday?
Mary, mother of God.
Get off my ass, O'Brien! He loved it.
What's worse Tuesday? You want to pick one?
No.
Okay. You've always hated picking one. All right, how about this one? Lose the remote versus sudden death.
So I lose the remote or I just suddenly die?
Yes, which one's worse?
How long's the remote gone for?
You have to search for it, and it's not in the first 5 places you look.
Okay. I don't know. I don't really have a lean here. Do you have a sell for either one?
I mean, sudden death sounds like nothing.
Could be peaceful and then you just go to heaven, right?
Yeah, it's just the big nothing, the big empty. It's just like deep sleep for the rest of your life.
The Big Empty. That should be Canner's nickname.
Okay. He said that should be Ennis Canner's nickname, the Big Empty.
Just empty stats. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Nice.
So now I'm happy. So now I'll take the remote so I can pass on the Big Empty nickname to more people.
I thought you were going to take the remote as being worse easily. I thought you'd rather die suddenly and have no pain.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of my least favorite feelings.
Sudden death?
Well, no. Well, I don't know. I can't comment on that. I know that losing the remote is one of my least favorite feelings. So, yeah.
All right, how about this one? What's worse?
Did you answer?
I think losing the remote's worse.
Okay.
Because, like, yeah, my family would be terribly sad, but I'm dead, so I have no idea.
Right.
And it doesn't bother me at all. Nothing does. I'm dead. What about this one? Hitting a hole-in-one with no one around to see it, or hitting the pin on a fly, or you're sinking it into the cup on a fly, but it bounces out, but you're in front of a big crowd. I guess this is more of a would you rather than what's worse, because both of those are pretty good.
I mean, it's the hole-in-one.
Oh, I'm not. I'm taking the other one.
Right.
If you hit a hole-in-one and no one sees it forever, you're the guy who hit a hole-in-one, but there's no proof at all. If I sink it, if I put it at the bottom of the cup and it bounces out so I don't get a hole-in-one on the stat board, but an entire crowd saw it, at least I have people. They're still impressed by that, even though it didn't stay in the cup.
No, I think you're looked at as a lovable loser. Your whole life goes off the rails because you're someone that can never accomplish anything and things just fall apart for you. And they're like, wow, how much would his life have turned around if he had gotten that hole-in-one? He would have been booming with confidence. Now you're just down this dark alley of depression where you're losing your remote and hoping for sudden death.
No, I think every time I teed off, I'd be like, one time I drained it bottom of the cup. They'd be like, well, what do you mean? And I was like,
We can't use the term drain it.
Yeah, drained it and then it bounced out. What are the bouncy drains?
One of the bouncy drains that people talk about.
No, I'm choosing bottom of the cup and it bounces out in front of a huge crowd than hole-in-one alone. Because I think no one, like, people may believe you, but you know that in their back of their head, they're like, nah, it might not happen.
The gentleman's sport, Jimmy.
Yeah. Dave,
so you've gone from gentleman to...
I probably take the rimming out.
He's taking rimming out as well.
Well, as long as you call it rimming out, I'm fine with it instead of draining it.
It was a bouncy drain, Jake.
No. If you call it rimming out, I'm fine with it. Because I don't think you're secretly fine with calling it rimming out.
Sure, toilet bowl, but it's not a toilet bowl. It's like a straight in. It dropped in.
No, rimming out.
All right, sure. I'm still taking it in front of the crowd. Give me that in front of the crowd.
All right, well, as the only one here with a hole-in-one, you guys can go fuck yourselves.
How many people saw your hole-in-one?
2.
What are their names?
Sean and Dan.
Sean, S-E-A-N or S-H-A-W-N?
E-A-N.
So seen?
Yeah.
They seen it?
Sean Horn and Dan Goulet.
I don't even know them. You were making up names. Your best friend. I don't even know those names.
Yeah, they're old co-workers.
Oh, sounds sad.
No. Nice guy. Sean just had a baby.
Oh, nice. Did it hurt?
Yes.
Does he like it?
Yes.
T-Quad. Oh, we don't really have any. Here, would Jake be willing to trade? What would Jake be willing to trade Frank Ntilikina to Orlando for?
Ntilikina. See, this is an old rumor that was started by a blogger, which is our dream, I guess.
Whisper campaign.
Frank's not going anywhere. I don't know if we got a.
Here's this. I'll sum it up quickly for you. Would you trade Frank for a better player?
Maybe. Yeah.
Guaranteed better player.
Frank's really young. The whole thing is potential.
Same age.
Then I'd probably take the better player if he had a higher potential. Yeah.
Guaranteed better potential and same age. You'd trade Frank for him?
You are all over it.
So Frank's on the move. And Jake's brain. ship them out and bring me someone the same age with better potential. That's your stipulation. You can have stipulations on trade.
You can have stipulations on a trade.
Would you trade Aaron Judge for Mike Trout?
Maybe.
I think you have to say yes, even though. But then again, like the fan side of things is being endeared to a guy who's on your team and you like him and like you've got a personal connection to him now.
I mean, the real answer might be no, but that's because of like contract stuff. And are we really going to go down that rabbit hole on the T quad?
No, we're not.
Exactly.
What are you watching tonight?
What am I watching tonight? My Yukon Huskies are playing.
Who are they playing?
They're playing Drexel.
Wow. Is that an accounting school?
Drexel. Is that an accounting school? Is that the question?
Yeah. They focus in accounting.
Why would you say that?
What?
Why would you say that?
Honestly, I don't know why I said that.
Okay. I just wanted that to be there.
Isn't Drexel an accounting firm?
No. It's one letter added to my old company name. I'm just putting that together.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Drexel Dragons. So Dragons versus the Huskies. You got a spin there?
Yeah, it's a little Game of Thrones-esque. You got the dire wolves, which have hair somewhat similar to Huskies, and then you got the dragons, which are the dragons. I'm going to go Dragons win easily.
It's tough. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out.
And then the Rangers versus the Ducks, which is I'm the newest Rangers fan that I stopped watching Rangers games. Right. But I'm get off my back.
I'm off your back, man.
Doesn't work for myself.
Doesn't work for yourself.
And my brother-in-law's a big Ducks fan.
Let's go Ducks.
Good Ducks. And I don't think I'm watching anything else tonight.
Good.
I got some Christmas questions lined up for Friday's show.
Excited.
What should we have the callers call in for?
You keep dropping this like it's just gonna happen live.
Yeah, I thought maybe you had something.
No, man.
All right. Jake's got nothing.
It's something Christmassy.
Should I title this episode The Power Went Out, or should I title it something more intriguing that lets them know what we talked about?
That's why they pay you the big bucks, brother.
All right. We're out of here. See you guys later. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.
Everyone enjoy your bad day.
A lot of empty space before the Mamacita song starts.
Mamacita, ¿dónde está Santa Claus? ¿Dónde está Santa Claus?
Now I got to piece this together. What the fuck? I can't stop this from being live. Can you? Do you have the controls?
Maybe. I don't think so.
All right, I'm going to end this and start a new one because this is live.
Okay.